Hello, friends. This is a lifetime opportunity for me, and by God's grace, I'm able to speak to you on some Jyotish matters connected with the development of the countries and nature. The title for all the videos has been fixed as political because unless the political system changes, the fruits of the country or countries or the world will not go to the common person on the street. That is the reason why all my videos are under the subject of political. Of course, politics is also the mother. Science like Vedic subjects like astrology, Jyotish, Ayurveda, psychology, allopathy, homeopathy, telepathy, pati. So there are many patis in the world that are ruling. Today the topic is, friends, what about the parties? So many parties are there in the world. We see each party has got a patent sign and a leader. How the party functions, what are the positives and the negatives of the party, that we are going to see in a superficial way. Our intention is not to trouble them or spoil their peace with severe criticism. We are friends for all. As we are coming from the astrologer fraternity, Jyotish group, we would like to serve all the political parties. All are our friends. Even a dacoit, sorry, just a simple statement, a dacoit, a murderer, or a prostitute, or a glorious teacher of Dharma, or a child, growing up child, we are all in the same group, isn't it? So, as usual, we don't have any face because face spoils the base. The base should be that we are self-reliant on the Atmic consciousness or the Atmagnan. So, without any ado, the WhatsApp number is there for your contact so that we can help you more. Let us start with West Bengal. There are political parties there, CPIM, Trinamool Congress. The parties in West Bengal, they seem to have an inclination for the very fast dynamism of sun. Here there are other colors too coming in the politics of West Bengal. If you take Leo as the patent sign of the state West Bengal, Simha Rashi, from Simha Rashi, the 10th house happens to be a Rajasic Rashi, Rajoguna, that gives a reactionary trend in politics there. As you know, even from the days of the erstwhile old communist leaders, politics in West Bengal has been little bit of political unrest linked with vandalism. So Trinamool Congress, no doubt, has also got the same roots. The trains and the trams will be burnt. There are many public utilities they put on fire. People will be killed. So this sort of reactionary politics, though not very Tamasic, is there in West Bengal. What about politics in Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu is Mesha Rasi. Aries. Here we also see ADMK, DMK. ADMK was started or split and led by MG Ramchandran, later on Jayalalitha. DMK was handed over to Karunanidhi. The politics of Tamil Nadu seems to be connected with the SC, ST, BC divisions more, because Tamil Nadu Aries or Mesha Rasi is with a debilitated Saturn presence. Saturn indicates SC, ST Vargas. So the politics is there linked with SC, ST minorities. That is why in reservation they have got the voice to ask for more votes. They wanted 61%, something like that, or above 60. The politics of Tamil Nadu, AIDMK as the leader is a Midhunu Lagna candidate. The politics of Midhunu Lagna is Sattvic and more of detective nature, and it's supporting the BJP. Because BJP patent sign and AIDMK are friendly signs. DMK is originating, I think, from Virgo, Kanya. I stand for correction. I'm a small sparrow trying to see the world of political organizations, how they function with astrology. So, this is a Tamasic sign. Kanya has gone to very bad extent of insulting the lady in assembly also. So there seems to be some square relation between AIDMK and DMK. What about the political parties in Andhra? Andhra, it is split once again into castes. The Kapu, Kamma, the BCs and the SCs, plenty of them in coastal and Rayalaseema regions. Here, TDP is on a somewhat better footing, which is a Sattvic sign from Meena Lagna, the originator, final originator of TDP. And winning house is Leo. So Jupiter is a benevolent sign for TDP, the sign lord and the work lord. And Shani star is also there in Meena Rasi. So they have got all the credentials to make a decent government. But the family rule comes in. That is what the family assistance can be there. But even the women on the families and the children, small children, they also come into the political play. The family of Meena Rasi is, mind you, this is an education process. We are not criticizing anyone. They can continue on their own because they too want some hope for the future, and they want some help from the people within the families also. But there is a method to do that, isn't it? First, give more and more opportunities. When you are giving a say a push up to your family member. At the same time, you give on the same day, you you announce some other people also, old people also. So that's the way. But I think they have not done much on that aspect. So the family of the Meena Lagna person or the party gets affected. They come into politics, and then the party itself will get hit, because sixth house lord son Leo will be acting cruelly over the Lagna, and sun in the second house, if the sun influence in the second house can cause accidents also in politics. That is the type of problems. Not only that, Shani is the 11th lord, so sometimes they support, sometimes they give a very bad decision, just as we have seen in the 2018 elections. This is a good sign, but PDP, they have to see on their family involvement. If you see in many of the parties, families are not much done into the working. And being a Satvik Meena Rasi, it has got its own way of bossing over. As Rahu and Ravi, they rule over, they give good administration, but sometimes they forget the basics also. So that is about, not only that, if you see the repercussions of the government in the Meena Rasi, the third house is also affected, where there is a sun star. So they get problems with a younger sibling. For example, the mighty Chandrababu got small differences with his brother. So what about the party BJP itself? BJP is placed in, say, Tula Rasi. So Tula Rasi, the 7th house, so also the leader, Vajpayee, Modi, they got their nerve as Dharma, because Dhanush is their mindset in the Tula Rashi. So, with the mind of Dharma, doing Dharma, no one is perfect in this world. They invite trouble directly, because without money, the politics will not run. They have to help money people and get them support for the party for the party funds. So in the guise of this money, because the Lagna Lord itself is Tula Rashi, they go down to the rocks in their ideals. Of course, they are doing for the sake good of the country, that is the solace, but on the outlook, you see, that can be a bad picture, isn't it? The 7th house is also spoiled with third eye vision for the future and the political plans. So when the timing is good, time of the planets is good, transit, it's okay. But the polarization is also found in the parties of Tula Lagna, because Sun is exalted in the 7th house. So they get some problems. And Rahu for power is also having a representation in Tula Rasi, in Vrishabha Rasi. Thank you. I could give you correct Vrishabha Rasi. So there can be problem with power also. The other point is in their first Kendra, which is Makar Rashi, there is a small amount of illusion or a lack of communication or a postponement of to Saturn, Shani, and there is a term called cunningness, and the cunningness can go to political problems also. For example, China is also there with the same problems. They have ended up with the corona allegations against them. Whatever it is, it's the government. It is the divine play. It has come through the Chinese, whatever it is, if it has come like that. But it is the mistake of the creator, isn't it? It is not our mistake. So, Shukra Lagna, Tula Lagna have got the valor, they have got the courage, they have got a motherly work, sattvic work. But mother can also be wrong sometimes, isn't it? So that is why the problem is they got a very stiff hand over the opposition. That is the disadvantage here. What I suggest is they should mingle more. They have good food parties and fun parties in the opposition. Try to be as family members. Their voice and their faces also with arrogance is a bad picture. They should try to laugh more. They should try to be kind in their voice. These are the type of problems that parties they have. What about the YCP party? YCP party is in Tamasic Kanya Lagna. The work is also Tamasic. It's connected with more of Mooladhara, body and mind, and the immediate needs, the expansion for the party. That is what they think at any cost. So they are a moneyed outfit like Tula Lagna people, but the Guru support is not there, as is for Guru means Dharma. For Meena and Tula Lagna parties, there is no Guru support. When there is no Guru support, it looks rather a dictatorship. That should be kept in mind. Though they have got a little bit of inner vision, inner mind, but their politics is also vindictive because Sun is exalted in the 8th house. So vindictive politics should be left alone, and the practice of rituals and the understanding of spirituality should also be practiced and inculcated in the administration of Kanya Lagna people. Kanya Lagna people, they face problem with the government. 5th house, Ravi Sun star is there, and Mars star is there. Destruction of the governments and huge losses with the politics. As the Sun is itself the 12th house lord, the children also get affected of these parties if they are not properly carrying out the business with rituousness. Their voice is not stable. There also children are getting affected because in Tula Rashi there is a Jupiter star which stands for children of the politicians. And even the authority for Rahu is also there in the 2nd house. 2nd house, 6th house. They misuse the power. That is the problem with the body sign. So there is a slight bit of anti-women stand. Women are not respected well. The positive things of women should also be taken care. The work is not sattvic, so the work tends to fall apart. The efficiency of working is very less. So these sort of things, though they have got a little bit of public support, it can go haywire. As the same Shani Lord is its 6th house Lord also. So These are the problems the BJP and the TDP and YCP like governments they face. Thank you very much. We will talk about some other topic. May peace prevail. May the righteousness lead us to strength in politics and help the stalwarts in politics, the executives of political legislation, and the people on the common street to a better world. Thank you.